Yummy?
Guys, not only does my 2-year-old daughter love Bak Tong Go or Bai Tang Gao, but adults like my dad and myself are also huge fans. To achieve a springy texture and honeycomb appearance, I will be using instant dry yeast by Angel Yeast. Founded in 1986, Angel Yeast's mission is to innovate for a healthy and sustainable future using yeast biotechnology. They're a yeast supplier with a global presence, with production bases in 13 cities across the globe. They provide various types of yeast for which you can find on their website to help yield optimal fermentation results, bringing home cooks and bakers like myself the most reassuring and pleasant experience. For my Bak Tong Go recipe, I will be using 1 teaspoon of this product, so imagine how long this package is going to last me. It is also easy to store and transport with a shelf life of 24 months, as long as you store it in a cool and dry environment. To start activating the instant dry yeast, add 1 tablespoon of lukewarm water into the bowl, then mix thoroughly to dissolve the yeast. Set this mixture aside for about 15 minutes or until it turns foamy. To prepare the cake batter, place 9 ounces of rice flour into a mixing bowl. This brand of rice flour is probably one of the most popular, and you can easily find it at your local Asian supermarket. Give the rice flour a brief whisk just to break up any clumps. Now add 1 1/4 cup of room temperature water into the same bowl, and you're going to whisk the rice flour water mixture until thoroughly combined. It's going to feel a bit clumpy at first, but trust the process. When the mixture reaches this consistency, you are good. Now set this mixture aside while you go prepare the syrup. In a small pot, add 1 cup of water, along with 3/4 cup of sugar. Bring the water to a slight boil while whisking to dissolve the sugar completely. If you're a typical Asian who 唔中意啲甜品太甜, then you might want to adjust the sugar measurement. I have used half a cup of white sugar in this exact recipe and found that it was too bland. I personally find that 3/4 cup of sugar is perfect, but use whatever floats your boat. After the sugar dissolves in the boiling water, pour it into the rice flour mixture while stirring to marry both mixtures. Make sure you stir continuously to prevent clumps from forming. Alright, let me break out my thermometer to show you guys how hot this batter is at the moment. I've used this particular thermometer in my videos multiple times because I absolutely love it. If you are interested in this ThermoPro thermometer, you can find details in the description box below. Why don't we spin this around very quickly so you can read the temperature, which is at 116 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to let this mixture cool down a bit before proceeding to the next step. When the temperature is anywhere between 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, a little more or less, you're ready to add the bubbly yeast into the mixture. As if I haven't already done a lot of mixing, I'm going to whisk one last time to combine the Angel Yeast instant dry yeast with the rice flour and syrup mixture. When it's all thoroughly incorporated, I am going to cover it with some saran wrap. Then place it into a warm environment for about 2 hours or until large bubbles form. As you can see, I've decided to put it into my oven, and I'm going to set a timer for 2 hours. When time's up, I began setting up my steaming vessel, which is my stainless steel wok. While the water is coming to a boil, I went to check out the Bak Tong Go batter to see if it's bubbly. Dun dun dun! And surely enough, it was. And what that means is the Angel Yeast instant dry yeast is effective. Before we start steaming this batter, let's add half a teaspoon of neutral oil, then mix until well combined. Final step, I'm going to be brushing another half a teaspoon of neutral oil onto this 8x8 square baking pan so the cake doesn't get stuck. Feel free to use a round pan, rectangular pan, whatever you want, man, but keep in mind that the steaming time may vary if your pan is more or less deeper than mine. Woohoo! All that hard work has paid off. Now carefully pour the batter into the greased pan. By now, my water has come to a rolling boil. I placed a metal rack into my wok, gently rested the Bak Tong Go mixture onto the rack, closed the dome lid, then steamed for 30 minutes. When time was up, I removed the lid and witnessed this beautiful thing. 我次次自己蒸白糖糕呢，都會好懷舊我以前細個同屋企人一齊住嗰段期間，我哋住得好近唐人街。咁我記得有一個鋪呢係有賣豆漿啊、夏菇草同埋白糖糕。咁我老豆呢係會每樣買一啲俾佢啲仔女食。咁呢一個鋪頭呢就中意切到啲白糖糕去長方形。因為呢一個原因呢，我係好中意用我呢一個8x8嘅四方形嘅 baking pan 呢嚟去蒸白糖糕嘅。After steaming the cake, I set it aside to cool for about 10 minutes. Then I gently ran a knife along the edges of the pan. And flipped the Bak Tong Go over with all my toes crossed because I'd hate for the cake to fall apart. That is why it is so crucial to brush the pan with oil. The memories of my childhood. The days when I'd enjoy these spongy cakes with my parents and siblings in a crummy little tenement apartment building. As with most Asian desserts, Bak Tong Go is not too sweet. Due to its honeycomb appearance and chewy texture, it's super fun to eat and loved by kids and adults. Here I am cutting them into rectangular pieces, cause that's how the aforementioned shop from my childhood days used to cut their Bak Tong Go. If you grew up eating them and can no longer find them near you, follow my easy recipe to bring you back to the good old days. Pair it with daojang or leung fan lo, or even hagucho, which you know you can find the recipe for on my YouTube channel and my blog rackoflam.com, right? 如果你同我一樣住喺郊區，邊度都揾唔到白糖糕呢，咁你快啲用我呢一個食譜整啲白糖糕俾你屋企人同埋細蚊仔食啦。And if you're looking for instant dry yeast that can help you achieve results like this, you can find more details about this angel yeast product in the description box below. For more easy to follow recipe videos like this, check out other content on my YouTube channel and rackoflam.com for printable recipes. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.